Hey y'all, happy Thriller-a-thon, first day of Thriller-a-thon, happy Saturday, whatever it is. I wasn't able to get on, excuse me, I wasn't able to get on first thing this morning because I didn't have a voice. But I did start reading and I started listening last night. I kind of started a little early. Even though I went to bed early, I tried to wait till midnight to start the Thriller-a-thon, and I was going to get on here and start it with y'all at midnight, but took my cough syrup and I was slowly but surely going down for the night. But I read a little bit of The Broken Girls before I fell asleep. I think I got through I got through the prologue and chapter 1, which right away I'm loving it. So it starts off like in 1950 with a troubled teen running from something, and then chapter 1 starts in Vermont of 2014, where a character we're gonna follow, I don't remember her name, we hear about her sister who died or was murdered 20 years ago or before, so that would be 1994. So I'm not sure what's happening with the whole 1950 timeline, but that makes me excited because if we have 3 timelines, I'm all about it. But like I said, I've only read through the prologue in chapter 1. And then this morning, while I got a little bit of work done, I listened to The Passengers by John Morse. Also, right away, loving it. The narration of his books, I mean, I've only listened to the one, but The Passengers is reminding me kind of the same thing. Like there's a multiple cast for each person that we're going to be following. I'm only up to like the 3rd person, so there's 3 people, or 3 passengers I guess, in their car that we're going to be following, and it goes into it right away. Like the first chapter jumps into our first person, which is a pregnant woman. I believe she's trying to get to her husband's work, but anyway, the car immediately like reroutes itself, and someone comes over the car speaker and tells her that basically she's going to die in like 2 hours. So it starts off with a bang right away. So both very good books to start the Thriller-a-thon with so far. So that's where I am. It's like around a little after 10:30, I believe. I think I might do a little bit more work because I really don't have anything else to do today. I probably should sit here and read some more of The Broken Girls, which I might do, but I really need to get some more work done because I really want to listen to The Passengers. So it's like a win-win, you know. Anyway, I will jump on here a little later and let y'all know where I'm at. It's probably not going to be a very exciting vlog today because I'm just going to try to rest and probably rest my voice as much as I can. But I will show you little things of what I'll be doing throughout the day. So I will see y'all later. Y'all, this book is freaking me out. It's scary. It's really good though. I cannot put it down. I've been reading it since about like 1 o'clock this afternoon. You can probably see the camera in my glasses, but that's okay. I'm not used to wearing readers. I just started wearing readers. So I've been reading all day without them, and I started getting a headache. And I was like, crap. That's probably because I haven't had my readers on. So anyway, my head's much better since I've been wearing them. But anyway, I was, taking my bath. I was in the tub, and I was like, I'm gonna relax for a little bit, read like a chapter, because I can't put it down. I've been like reading it all day. And like this one chapter like really freaked me out. I finished it, but like I had to sit up in the tub. I couldn't like lay down and relax and finish it. I had to like actually sit up and finish reading it and like make sure I knew what was happening around me. But anyway, it's really good. So it does have a little bit of a paranormal sense to it, I guess, but it's really good. I wasn't expecting that. I don't think I've heard anybody say that about the book. Maybe they have, and I haven't really paid that much attention to it, but I like it regardless. It's really good. Like this haunted old boarding school that was built in like the 1900s, the early like 1919, I think. We have 2 timelines we're going back and forth to. We're following 4 girls from the 1950s that were in this boarding school together. And then we're following Fiona, who is the sister of a girl that was murdered and killed, that was murdered and dumped on the property of the boarding school in 1994. So she's a journalist as well, so she's sort of digging things up, and that's how the whole 1950s timeline kind of comes in, because some things happen. I don't want to get too much into it, but anyway, I'm currently on chapter 14. So yeah, I still got, you know, a good ways to go, but I have been reading since about 1 o'clock today, and it felt really good to, after I finished work, to just relax and not do anything and just read. And that's really all I've been doing, so I'm sorry there hasn't really been anything fun going on today. Tomorrow's probably going to be the same thing. I've just been resting and trying not to talk a lot, and my voice, you can probably tell, is a lot better. I haven't been coughing as much today, so hopefully I'm getting better, whatever is going on, whatever is happening up in here. Like, I never got like truly sick. I never felt bad, never got fever. It was just a sore throat and coughing for like almost a week now. It'll be a week on like Tuesday or Wednesday. But anyway, so things are looking up. But tomorrow, yeah, I'm probably just gonna rest all day again and read some more of The Broken Girls. I'm about to chapter 20 as well in The Passengers. I listened to that most of the morning while I was working. It's really, really good as well. We're following along with the passengers in these cars, and we're also following a character named Libby, I think is her name. And she's sort of seeing things from like the outside of it. She's involved in some sort of jewelry. It's not like a, I don't think it's like, she's referring to it as jury duty, but it doesn't seem like it's that kind of jury duty, like a court jury duty. It has something to do with insurance and the cars and the insurance, and when someone wrecks a car, whose fault it is. I don't know, something like that. So she's on that aspect of it. So she's from the outside looking in, and they're from the inside not knowing what's going on. And then there's this voice that's coming in and communicating with them in the car, as well as communicating with Libby and the other people that are on the jury. So yeah, not much has like happened, but it's been non-stop from the beginning. It's just kind of like in the one, each character gets like a chapter, and we're following them as like what's happening. This one character, she's like she's the faded TV star, and she's actually pretty funny. I've kind of been chuckling along with her chapters. But besides them, we follow Libby a lot. But anyway, I'm only on chapter 20 on that, but it's also really good. But I am loving this right here. So I am going to just chill here in my living room on the couch and read some more, and probably till I fall asleep. And I probably won't see y'all until tomorrow. So y'all have a great night. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good afternoon. It is Sunday. I'm sounding a little better, even though I did cough last night. But anyway, beside the point. And my reading day has sort of been interrupted. Not really interrupted, but my nieces are on the high school gym team, and they're being like announced today. I know every season the high school announces, like we went to one for the football team and the cheerleaders, and then now we're going to the one, I guess, for baseball, and gym is starting. So both my nieces are on the gym team, so that is today. So go and watch them get introduced. So it's not like a very long event, but you know, it's special to them, and I want to be there for it. So, but I got a lot of reading done last night, or just yesterday in general. Last night I kind of fell asleep early, super early. And I've been reading all morning, and I've been listening to The Passenger while I got ready, and I am currently on probably almost halfway through The Passenger on like chapter 34, 35. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. And he just kind of made reference to The One, which I found really cool. But The Broken Girls, y'all, I can't put it down. And it is legit creepy. I'm just really enjoying it, and I really like the whole creepy paranormal aspect of it. I'm not sure where that's going, but I'm here for it, and I can't wait to see what it's all about. But anyway, just wanted to fill y'all in. It's a little after 1:30, so I'm gonna go to this little event, and I will check in with y'all later. I know this hasn't been very eventful, but I just wanted to have a low-key relaxing weekend just so I can kind of start to maybe get myself better from whatever I caught during the week. But yeah, I'll check in later.
Oh, there she is. Look at that. Oh, yes, she's gonna hide.
Carly Sheets, Avery McCord, Jade Sullivan, Amber Sullivan, Maggie Reed, Valerie Miller, Deshae Gotro, Chloe Duplessis, Lennon Baker, Bryn Mosley, Stella Duncan, Noelle Horn, Jolie Sanchez, Ava Ricca, Grace Bateman, William Percy, and Aiden Andre. First week is March 7th. Several weeks in March, and the state championship is in April.
Gators gymnastics team, give them a big round of applause. All right, y'all good to go. Unless you want to sign some autographs. All right, look, all teams that are coming up here, use this line right here to line up.
Jojo, give me a clear
so you
shot.
can be lined
She got
up
a
on
huddle.
Jump Group Network Sports.
I am a greasy mess. But me and Bella have just been laying on the couch finishing up The Broken Girls. So good. So good. Like, honestly, I could not put it down like all weekend. I'm so glad I had this weekend to just chill and read this book. Everything about this book, I mean, it was so well written. It was so well thought out. I loved the paranormal aspect to the story and how it fit in and like how real it could be. I love the story of the girls of Idlewild. Idlewild? I guess that's how you say it. Idlewild Hall was the boarding school, and we're following it was 4 girls mainly. I loved their friendship and how they grew together and supported each other. I loved Fiona and her story, and how her story and her sister's death played or fit into the whole Idlewild Hall boarding school and the girls there. Just like everything fit. Just it was so good. It was everything I love in a thriller with a little bit of a paranormal aspect thrown in. I loved it. 5 stars for sure. I highly recommend reading it. I did check out the audio, but I didn't like the narrator. I didn't like her tone and how she was portraying the story. So that's why I decided to read this with my eyeballs. And I'm glad I did. It was just so good, y'all. If you haven't read this book yet, you must read it. I can't wait to read her next book, but I hear it's not that great. It's definitely not as good as this, but I'm gonna read it anyway because the writing in this book was just amazing. What you think, Bella? She agrees. So that is it for today. I don't know what I'm gonna start next. I don't know what I'm gonna physically read with my eyes next. I'm still listening to The Passengers. And I'll probably finish that tomorrow while I work. So that's all for tonight. So I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hello, y'all. Welcome to day 3 of Thriller-a-thon. And I did not record anything today. I'm such a bad vlogger. It was just a typical Monday though. I went work out this morning and then I just worked the rest of the day. So nothing exciting at all. I did finish The Passengers this evening, about like 30 minutes ago, I guess. It was really good. I've started this Thriller-a-thon with 2 really good books, 2 5 stars for me. Loved both of them. The Passengers was just, it was really intense, especially towards the end. And then there was a couple twists and turns that were just insane. I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. I do prefer the 1 over it, but it was still a good book. It's still a 5 star. But if I had to choose between the 1 and The Passengers, I'd have to go with the 1. But what I thought was fun, and I think I mentioned it before, was that they referenced to the DNA testing in this book a good bit. So that was fun to see how he put his other book into this book. So I'm really anxious to read some more of his other work. But anyway, this book, we follow along, of course, with The Passengers. Claire, who is, I'm still struggling with my voice, but Claire, who is our pregnant passenger. Then we have Heidi and Sam, who are our couple. And then there's Sophia, who is the fading actress star. And then Jude, who is our suicidal man. So you get to meet each of them in the beginning, and they're, you know, in the beginning they get into their cars, and their cars take over and tell them that they're gonna die in like 2.5 hours or something like that. So these are like driverless cars. You just get in and tell it where to go, and it takes you there. And then we meet, of course, we have Libby, who we're following mostly throughout this book. She is part of the jury. So a jury comes together, and Libby is part of the jury. And there's this hacker guy. He's the one that has hacked all the cars. And he is pretty much running the show and running the jury. And the jury, basically the jury is going to have to decide who lives and who dies. You get all these passengers' stories, and they try to tell the jury, as well as like everyone out in the world, like try to persuade the world and the jury that they should live. They should be the ones, they should be the one that lives. But the hacker has deep information on these people, and so it's very intense. It's very well written. The twists and turns that come like at the end of this book, I was just like, what? Just, it's so good, so good. I don't want to say too much about it in case nobody has read it yet, but such a good book. Both of these books, I loved The Broken Girls so much, and The Passengers. So 2 books down for, that was kind of close. 2 books down for day 3. So tonight I'm gonna start reading The Drowning by J.P. Smith. And tomorrow I'm gonna start listening to The First Mistake by Sandy Jones. I already have that downloaded on Audible. I highly recommend listening to the audio if you have access to it. It might be on Scribd, but the audio version was so much fun because they have like at the beginning of every chapter, there's pretty much every chapter, not every chapter, but there's like a news sort of report on like what's going on, and it does like the news song and then a voice comes on, like this news person. It's really fun to listen to the audio. it's a cast of narrators, so everyone has like a voice. So that was really fun. So yeah, I'll be listening to this starting tomorrow. And this is for the shortest thriller on my TBR. And then this one is for the newest thriller on my TBR. But I'm gonna start reading this one tonight. So sorry, this wasn't a very interesting vlog this time around. But this will go up tomorrow. I just wanted to come on here tonight and just give you a rundown of what I finished for the first 3 days of the Thrillerathon and what my next books will be. So I hope you enjoyed it, even though it wasn't very interesting. The next 3 days will be up on Friday. So hopefully I'll have a more interesting week than my weekend. Thank y'all so much for watching as always. And I will see y'all Friday with some more vlogging. Bye y'all.